Good evening, friends. Today is 8th of May 2020, and I thought it's a good time to make a sequel to our earlier discussion on COVID 19. Not exactly COVID 19, but its economic fallout, and in the process, just get a hang of economy itself. I am also learning on the go, and I hope it was interesting. It also brings me to a thought that why this financial system or the economy is not included in a curriculum of our education system, though many revisions have been made, but it yet is not there. For me now, it seems it may be a deliberate act to keep the general population unaware of the financial system or the economy, although it is an information age. So let's make good of this lockdown and try to understand the basics of our economy and our financial system. Now, you must have come across the news that in wake of COVID-19, the central bank or the reserve bank has brought down our cash reserve ratio by 100 basis point from 4% to 3%. Now, what is this cash reserve ratio? Now, in our earlier discussion, we have talked of fractional reserve system. Now, this cash reserve ratio or CRR is just an obligation in the financial fractional reserve system to meet the payment obligations by a bank. So, it has to hold a certain amount of money which the central bank decides in form of cash reserve ratio. Now, the point to note is that this money which is held in the bank does not earn it any income or interest. To put it in the wider perspective, a comparison is compelling. But we must understand that the economic environments of different places are different, and even the economic environment of our country today is different to what was it in the past. So, although we make a comparison, but it may not be totally relevant. Now, India now has a cash reserve ratio of 3%, which before it was 4%, and a little while back it was a little more than 5%. And earlier in the time, it was even more than 15%. So basically, trend is to reduce the cash reserve ratio. Now, very little cash reserve ratio would actually make the economy very volatile. So there has to be a balance found. In a global perspective, US has a cash reserve ratio of 3%. So we are now aligned with US, although their economy is much bigger than ours. Now, South American countries traditionally like Brazil and America maintain a very high cash reserve ratio of even more than 30%. Argentina, I believe, is at 44%. China is at 14.5% and European Union is at 8%. Now, this cash reserve ratio is just an instrument in hands of central bank or the government to regulate the money or economy. Not all countries do it. Japan has done away with the CRR because it believes that its market is mature enough and it does not need to regulate it. So I believe we now have a better sense of this cash reserve ratio. Now it has been brought down by 100 basis point. Now what is this basis point? It's rather simple. Basis point is just used in a financial system to describe the percentage change in the rate or the value. So 100 basis point basically stand or mean 1% of the current economy value. The financial system use basis point because the amount of money is so high that it is more convenient to express it in basis point. So let's say 25 basis point will be equivalent to 0.25% of the economy. Now, what amount are we talking of? Let's take the example, current example, where the cash reserve ratio had been reduced from 4% to 3%, which is 100 basis point, and it amounts to a sum of rupees 1.337 lakh crore. So that is the amount we are talking of, and that is the value of our current economy. I hope it was interesting till now. You can just pause it, take a break, and have a ice cream. This one is a homemade. Awesome though. So what else has happened? Now basically we all would have a sense that when there is more money, the interest rates goes down. But how much? Now there is something called repo rate. You might have noticed it that the repo rate has been brought down by the central bank by 75 basis point. What does it signify? One, if you have a loan, the interest of your loan will come down. But if you just park your savings in your saving account, the interest you earn by your deposits in the saving account will also come down. Basically, whenever there is a global financial crisis, the central bank generally slashes the repo rate to have a liquidity in the market. But the current repo rate after it has been slashed by 75 basis point is 4.4%, and this is the lowest ever in India. So currently we have the lowest interest rates, whether it is the loans or your deposits in the bank ever. I hope this makes sense to you and you understand its implications and opportunities. But in this current COVID-19 situation, when suddenly bank have to hold on to a lesser cash reserve ratio and it has some extra money which it can lend and make profit out of its interest, can it actually loan it out? Because in a lockdown situation, the general sentiment I will suppose would be of not taking a loan. Then there is something called a reverse repo rate. What is this reverse repo rate? If a bank have got some surplus amount, it can park it. Usually it is a temporary arrangement with the central bank, and the central bank is supposed to pay some interest to the commercial bank. And the interest that the central bank will pay to the commercial bank is the reverse repo rate. Now we know that the repo rate has been slashed by 75 basis point. But as the central bank doesn't want that excess money to come back to it, it wants it that the bank should be able to inject it in the economy. The reverse repo rate has been brought down by 90 basis point, and currently it is 3.75%. So the reverse repo rate has been slashed higher than the repo rate itself, so that it doesn't, the banks do not lazily just give it back to the central bank. Now businesses and banks have applauded this change. Now basically businesses which are which have lent money on interest from various banks are happy because now they have to pay a lesser interest. They already are making losses because of this COVID-19 lockdown. Now because the interest they will have to pay lesser, so it will cushion it a little more. But for the bank, they suddenly have got excess money, and as I would suppose that there won't be not many takers. And moreover, the loan it has given to the people, the interest out of it will be coming lesser. So what will happen with this money? I will leave this discussion now as I do not want it to prolong. I hope it was informative. It made you a bit curious. You can leave your comment. You agree with it, you do not agree with it. If you have a constructive suggestion to it, stay safe and be cheerful. I will see you around.